And that is the herbalist, yes. Also, we do now know that we don't need to worry too much about picking up extra loots here. Are there more tradespeople in this area, or just a ton of items? Rolls of the North, Oxenford. Have we read this one? We might not have. Also, person whose house we are currently looting appears to have just walked in. Oxenford, a gem snuggling into the bosom of the Ponsar, to the east of Novigrad. Cradle erected upon Rodanian soil, nurturing the greatest minds not only of that kingdom, but of all the North. To walk its hallowed academy halls is to embark on a journey through learning, from the finest points of philosophy to the grandest strokes of art, with stops made to admire architecture and dissect medicine along the way. Here to either side, and you will spy fellow travelers in your pilgrimage of learning, the students. They throng Oxenford's streets, lending it an indelible imprint of youth that can be felt the moment you pass through its gates. Dormitories stand cheek by jowl, booksellers hawk used tomes on every corner, and under every tree fresh faces debate poetry with passion. Yet youth is not all slate and compass, and the young here shrink none of its other typical pastimes. Raucous and merry are the city streets, both by day and, even more so, by night. Though the city councilors have forbidden the sale of alcohol after dusk, no one seems eager to enforce this with stricture, and wisely so, for any loss of sleep is more than made up for by the gains, profits to fatten its innkeepers' pockets, and the late-night crooning of troubadours to enrich its soul. As for its architecture, of particular note are the recently renovated elven aqueducts used to clean the city sewers. Oh, I mean, you had me at aqueducts, that was cool, but city sewers maybe less so. They stand as witness to the city's innovative spirit. You will not find their like in all the civilized world. Yet dominating the town's architectural visage, like a glistening crown, is the complex of buildings that compromises the Oxenford Academy. Understandable. Few today remember that these edifices, constructed by the elves, predate the city itself. It is the institution that named the city, not vice versa. Interesting. Today, Oxenford Academy enjoys a reputation matched only by the Imperial Academy in Nilfgaard. And also, supposedly there was a place in Kovir that was awfully close. Of greatest renown, the departments of alchemy, natural history, minstrelsy, that's a thing, and poetry, medicine, and herbology, engineering, and last but certainly not least, philosophy. Lots of stuff. Okay. There's more about Oxenford. It is precisely the same book. I know we've read that one. Eggs. Okay. With yourself. I think we've read that. There's a trapdoor there. One moment, please. While we loot the other junk. Can we sell junk to the merchant in the other door? Or in the other building? Don't remember if you are allowed to or not. Usually that's the type of thing we would sell to the generic shopkeepers. Or tavern keepers. Which we've not actually found yet. Despite having been in Novigrad for a little while now. Let's go upstairs first, and then we'll check out what, if anything, is underneath that trapdoor. Seems like they really like to read about Nilfgaard. And just generally, history of various places. Silver Solution, that is good. I think that's 4 times now we picked up that book in this building. Is also something that I think you guys were saying we could sell extra copies of. Not sure how valuable that stuff is, but again, once we get to a shopkeeper who will actually buy that stuff from us, then sure. How many floors are there in this building? Ellen Longsword should be junked, I think. Elmford's Dust is not bad. Butter knives, though, those are. Yeah, I was not really expecting for us to go through a skyscraper when I first walked in this building, but I suppose if every floor continues to have loot, then sure. That this may not be the top, by the looks of things. Okay. So we'll head down now. We'll check out that trapdoor we saw. Yeah, it's not only has a bunch of floors that go up, it may also have more that go down. Thought I might have seen something that said that we were not able, to go down that trapdoor. Might have been locked or something. Let's check it out. It is locked. Okay. I mean, I'd like to believe that at some point we'd be able to go through there. Also, which side of this spot were we on previously? I think the other side. So let's just confirm that we've explored everything on this half over here before going through to the other end, because I don't necessarily think that we have. And is it just always raining and thundering here? Or is that merely a coincidence? Are these livable? At least this one is. With an empty bottle, we are now rich. Confirmed. Can we? Could get up here, but I'm not really sure there's a reason to do that. Probably only get ourselves into trouble. We have certainly gotten ourselves stuck on more than one occasion doing things like that, so I will try to refrain from experimenting further. Let's take a look at the map and see if there's anything else in particular that comes to mind, like, say, the stash over here. That is probably next on our list. Maybe if we were to loop around and go what looks like might be sort of an interior area here, then that might be enough to actually get to this mysterious shopkeeper that may or may not actually exist. But now we have a little bit of pressure off because we know that we can pick up items and not have to worry too much about running out of space. What just happened? Excuse me? What was that? Now everything's normal again? Okay. I may have momentarily gone to the sign selection screen instead of the Witcher census screen, but I feel like that's, or maybe that's what they were reacting to, but even that. What are they doing? The Jordanian army needs you now. Enlist and become a hero of the North. It really seems like there's something happening over there. Maybe check that out in a second, or maybe it's this bandit here, hanging out in this corner. Oh, there are several of you, in fact. Ow. Do that. Or that. Is that what you guys were reacting to? Also, that door just opened? Was that the dead body opening that door? Or was that someone who's like, oh, finally, you guys took care of these guys. Here, come on in. Maybe that's wishful thinking, though. Probably wishful thinking. Can we go in here? No. This. Open door. For townspeople? Well, I mean, we did fend off your home from, from bandits and whatnot. Those are some valuable herbs. It's also extremely dark in here.
But what is it?
But I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe try, like, lighting a candle or something? You might find that helpful. This is, certainly a back alley, if ever there was one. Nothing in there? No. Okay. So, maybe that's what those people were screaming about earlier? I'm not entirely sure. They were running away from something, it seemed. Thought it was us, but if there is something else over here, then we can perhaps investigate further.
What?
In through there. Are these... Oh, those are just kids playing in the streets. Okay. Cool. Anything hiding under the bridges? Common place for good loot to be. Not this time, though. There is the stash over here now, which probably does make sense for us to target next, assuming we can get in here, which I was assuming we would, but that might not be true. Rosemary and thyme? Where's the parsley and the sage? I also may have just had rosemary for dinner. Or, not exclusively, but rosemary in my dinner today, so that's ironic. Okay, so, yes, we do have access to the stash. Thank goodness. We could dump... I'm thinking... The shirts, I thought, were a crafting material that we need for some things, so... And they obviously aren't very good in terms of their raw armor value, so that's probably a good candidate to dump here. Other things I'm thinking of would be, say, what else? I'd like to sell our old equipment rather than stash it, because, of course, we're not going to make any money keeping it in the stash. We also have random crafting materials hanging out in the stash. Oh, do our trophies have weight to them? They probably do, right? Yeah, they do. We did deliberately stash some of our trophies previously. That might make sense. If we are pretty confident that we're not going to switch over our trophy anytime soon, then, or even saddles? Do those have weight? Probably do. They have a lot of weight, actually. Yeah. That could single-handedly deal with the problem. However, they're pretty valuable, so I would kind of like to sell them. As for the trophies, which ones would we like to dump? Chance to dismember, I don't even know what the practical purpose of that is, so I think that's pretty safe to dump now. I guess just dump everything that we're not currently using. Gives us a little bit, or gets rid of a little bit more weight. I almost said it gives us a little more wiggle room, but we are still, of course, over our limit right now. So, I mean, I would stash these things here, and maybe it makes sense to stash items that we do not yet have the level to use. But it would also be nice to be able to throw them on as soon as we are able to do that. Is this just a better version of this? 160 attack power requires level 18. 155 attack power is actually lower, but has 3 armor piercing. I don't know. What's better? 3 armor piercing or 5% attack power? I mean, 5% of 7 to 9 is nothing. So, less than 1. So, like, assuming this is still better, does that mean we maybe stash that? Gives us a little bit more room, or, again, don't have room yet, but, would like to sell this stuff. So I feel like the real question is, can we actually find ourselves to one of those traders?
See ya.
And if and when we are able to do that, that's not bad. Then I think it'd be much more meaningful to figure out what we need to stash. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we would rather sell. But I just don't know how feasible that is. You'd think it would be, right? We're in this huge city, and yet no one wants to take our stuff. Still, no. This still has something in it, though. Just water. Upstairs, anything? Yeah, so I'm hoping that if we approach that area where we thought we were going to find the shopkeeper from the other side... New marker? Gate of error? I mean, we're inside right now, so we definitely can't see it, but... Okay, apparently there's a gate there. Sure. Suppose that's helpful. Yes. Ooh, we go through here. It's actually... It seems to open up to several more rooms. Perhaps. And perhaps a fair bit more loot as well. Yeah, more than anything, it seems like the most distinguishing thing about Novigrad has been that there's lots of little chests loot. That is the defining characteristic at the moment, at least. What was that? Hold on. But, yeah. Let's see. Whoa, Dimeridium, okay. Well, that was certainly helpful. The other stuff, though, like powdered pearl, okay, that's also better than the average thing we've been finding. The water and peppers and honeycomb. Less so on that stuff. Anything else in these rooms, though? I feel like one of these rooms, I guess the Dimeridium was significant, yes, but one of them feels like it's gonna have something a little bit different. Maybe Dimeridium still fits that bill. But maybe there's something else. There's so much stuff here. It's just the volume. And then I think there's just one more room. We've already checked this one, right? Oh, we did. Oh, we have not. I take it back. Comparatively small, though. Amethyst dust, okay. Not bad either. I'm curious as to what is in this skinny area here. If anything. Well, it is a different shape, but... Oh, hold on. Huh? There's something that we could guard there, which is odd. Didn't notice that before. It looks like it's not actually in this room. It might be in the next room over. Did we just not see that? Where is that? Is that art, or is that supposed to be an igloo? Was that just this? Okay. Never mind then. That's no big deal. I think there might have still been another floor. If we go back to the stairwell here. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I saw that. Can we actually do that? How do we actually do that stuff? Parkour. Oh, we got it. I think. Now we got it. Cannot stop Geralt. He is a parkour master. Confirmed. And this stuff, that's just too easy. Too easy to insult me. Now that's a door as well. That's a strange place for a door. Yeah, this has me suspicious now. Big, empty, open room, top of the tower. There is no way that this is a coincidence that there's nothing here right now. But just because that's another way in? Maybe that's why. Still an odd entranceway. Not really what I would expect. But I suppose, I'm assuming there's probably another set of stairs over here, right? Make our way down from here, or is it solely a balcony? It's solely a balcony, in which case, I go back to my previous statement that this room is weird. Why do you have a ginormous empty room? At the very top. For festive occasions? Don't even have any tables or anything like that for it. I am suspicious. But anyways, we'll head out of here. And yeah, I think we'll head over to that spot where we saw the buildings looping around a little bit. And we might find... Oh, what was that? Oops. Okay. A ladle. But, we might find that we can actually speak to the trader. I really hope so, because we could really use it. But at the very least, we'll have the chance to check it out. And this, I believe...
You. Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Okay. Hello?
Smash your face.
Didn't look like rain.
Is there something over here? Some significance to this area? I would like to loot this, please. Hold on. Oh, attempt number 5 million? There we go. Nothing else, okay. Just ignore us as we destroy our legs.
Didn't look like rain.
Yeah, so this is the other gate that we were seeing previously. Or by seeing, I mean that we kind of sort of got the waypoint for. even though we couldn't see it from inside the building. Or Eternal Fire people. And can we take stuff here? Assuming this is not within eyesight of any guards people. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Anything else up here? Besides torches to light? Any more dramatic rooms for us to enter at the top of buildings? Perhaps. Hello, poor townswoman. What? Did you just turn into a duck? I demand an explanation. Immediately. What is this foul magic? Okay. Thought I saw a staircase of some variety here. Going up? Yes. Thought we were already pretty high up, so that's rather striking. This building goes even higher still. And yeah, it keeps on saying that these are poor townspeople, but again, if you are living in this building here, hardened leather, okay. Don't know if you own it or if you are renting it, but the fact that you have your own house to live in, that's I mean, that's saying something. I mean, of course, it would probably be helpful if you didn't have strangers walking in unannounced, taking all of your stuff. But besides that part,
Cost you double in the rain.
so.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like yours?
Take this stuff.
Sort of skiver.
And oh, more here as well. Sure. Phosphorus, I think, is pretty solid of an item, so that's not bad. Can we go through here? No. So we can kind of see through the door. Is this another gate that we have or have not already seen? Necromancer and Witch Philippa Eilhart, I recognize that name, has been declared a public enemy. Information leading to her capture will be rewarded. Interesting. Yeah, this is Lance Hall. Okay. And this is where we had a bit of loot right out there that we picked up just before we actually went into the city proper. But this is our first time checking out the interior of the city here. Are you? What are you doing? You beating a rug? Okay. Okay, so these guys, presumably we would not want to lose directly in front of. Like, this is probably not a good idea to take that. That guy's definitely looking at us, and as is that guy.
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck, don't really know.
What? Okay. So, might be able to take stuff down here.
Another drift of infantry.
Burned bread. Perhaps a little bit of a risk still. This guy watching us? I don't think so. Okay. This stuff too. Can we go through here? We cannot. Assuming this is pretty safe. Can we take this too? I thought there was more to it. Yep, there is another chest to loot there. I'm sorry, was I interrupting something? Don't mind me. And then this is back in the area that we were previously. We didn't necessarily make it to the interior circle that I was aiming to make it to. We might need to look a little more closely in that case as to what the technically correct avenue is supposed to be. Trying to get in here. So it looks like we went past it. It seems like this area right here is where you're supposed to go to make it through there. Because I think that is our best shot finding what we're looking for here. Lids' multi-hour-long quest to find someone to buy his junk continues.
Come right in now. Eternal fire keep me safe.
Sorry. We could investigate this up here. I'm pretty sure we've not gone up this ladder. We've talked to the 4 townspeople beating the rug, as we saw previously. That is maybe not the safest of places for you to be sitting. Oh. Okay. We can. Oh, step on it, yes, but maybe not a great idea to tempt fate like that. Anything up here at all? Ooh. You know we gotta try to make that jump, right? Hold on. Just in case. I'm pretty sure this is the way through to the area that we're looking for. Is it? No, it's actually a little bit further, but still. Still. We can't run. Do it, Carol! Ooh, I did not think we made that. Okay. That was close, and I'm not actually sure there's anything for us to do up here, necessarily, so we might need to turn right around and repeat that. Oh, unless we can... Ah, it's locked! No! So, well... surely we can do it again, right? Or can we get clever and jump down to that ledge, or this rooftop first? Do this, and then... I mean, we were just making fun of the poor townsmen for making poor life decisions, but we're probably about to one-up them right here. Yes, we are. Jumping might not have been a great idea. Let's load our most recent save. Might not have been fatal if we hadn't jumped, because we did, of course, add additional height to that fall. But I was trying to catch the corner of that area there, and we probably would have had a better angle if we had just gone up to the higher platform and jumped for the platform that we originally jumped from. But, yeah. We will now find ourselves up here. So what I meant was, like, if we could have jumped from that platform back to this one right here. This one did seem like it was slightly higher up than that one, though, so that was partially the reason why I was thinking might not have been a great idea. But, yeah, there were many things that were not great ideas there, but we did them anyway. And so, you know what? I'm sorry, poor townsman. Who are we to criticize? Okay. This is just a staircase. This is safe. And so, the place that we actually want to go to, I believe we'll find is on the other side of this little platform here. If, in fact, we can make it through here, is the question. Which we may not be able to do, actually. It looks on the map as if you can make it through here. But, like, through there, it looks like there's a path. But apparently not. How do you actually get here? This interior circle here. Is that just not a thing? Is this actually fake? Maybe that's the case. You actually cannot go there, in which case, yeah, the shopkeeper is locked in a room that we can't access right now, or just was not out at the time that we needed them most. So not sure what the deal is there, in that case. A little odd.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
And then I suppose that also means that we want to set our sights on a new area. Maybe we do, in fact, head over to maybe first the notice board and then to Triss. And there are several notice boards here. It would seem that, yes, this is still maybe not the center part of the city. I would assume that that's probably this area here, where there are multiple notice boards, and because there is still another island to the north of this. So this seems like the northern part of the city, southern part of the city. This is basically outside of the city walls, and then this is the real heart of things. So let's drop our marker there, maybe. At the very least, we've had the opportunity to explore a fair bit more of the city here. Maybe in some cases from areas and elevations that were less than ideal,
I serve the eternal fire.
but still,
The butcher of Black
learning. At the very least. And it does look cool that, I don't even know what it is. There, it's like a pyre of sorts, it seems. Is it of any particular significance? This spot here. We can't do anything with the fire, but okay. Have we checked this back corner here?
Got a snake's tail as well.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though we can fully interrupt the bard's performance. Shame that. Can't ruin the party for everyone? Darn it. Party poopers, no more. Does look new. However, not sure there's much back here. Bit of a different aesthetic. Much lighter in color. But, yeah, nothing at the moment. So yeah, let's head up to the northern part of the city. And over there, we will hopefully find that there are things of note at the notice board, as kind of what the whole point of the notice board is, right? And then, eventually, maybe we will end up talking to Triss. Because we do want to get, I think, a few more levels before we start to do some of the other quests that we have. We have a bunch that are just fairly out of range for us right now. So that may mean that it makes sense for us to do the main quest next, at least for a little while. And so yes, this is the spot that we would most like to go to right now. However, it cannot be done, it would seem. Unless if, like, I'm pretty sure we checked this very spot. But we very much need someone to trade to us. It's locked. Yeah, so maybe once we start to do more of the main quest stuff, then more of these locked doors will become unlocked to us. I think that is also something that could be very helpful to us. But anyways, let's head up in this direction now. See what else is new. This person looks like they might be some kind of merchant of sorts. Maybe? Right, you are definitely a merchant, however, don't let that fool you for a second into thinking that they actually buy or sell goods. Oh no. How dare you assume such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. You're in the wrong place if you're looking to do business with this gentleman. He doesn't do business. Is this safe to take? There's a guard over there pointed in the other direction. Not that that was particularly valuable, but okay.
You look fucking amazing. On
Pardon
top of
you.
me.
Can we go in here? Did you just hit me with that stick you were batting the rug with? I think you did. How very rude. Is that a guard?
It's a rank.
Don't think so. Those are. They're facing in the wrong direction, I do believe. Is that what I think it is? Tell me that's what I think that is. Sure, King of Beggars henchman, yes. But more importantly, how do we get to this merchant? Are we in this back corner here? Triple Tates? It's an odd name for this area, but okay. Through here? It's locked as well! No! When will we be allowed to trade with anyone? That's also, I'm guessing, going to be about Philippa. Yeah, let's just keep on heading up then. Yeah, this does appear to be a new part of the city. It does look cool. It does have a different feel to it. A little bit more wooden architecture, less stone, it seems. And guards. Yay, nay, what are you? Who are you? You're a merchant. You don't care, right? I bet this is how you got your goods anyway. You're just a thief. You just were smart enough to change your name tag, unlike those other people. As for stuff in here... Oh, this might not be a place where we currently want to be. However, this could potentially be the trade person we were looking for.
Can see it in your face.
You actually have a name, which is encouraging.
Greetings.
Oh, here it is. The apocalypse. A witch has walked into my brothel.
Oh no, it is a brothel.
What's strange about that?
What's strange is you. Everyone knows witches are freaks, mutants, unnatural. And this is a decent brothel for whores with principles.
This is a decent brothel.
Spit it out. Got all the same bits in your trousers like a normal man.
Just in time, indeed.
Last I checked, everything was where it should be.
What's up, Ninja Queen? Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? How is you, XP? Yeah, we have been exploring the city here. We've been searching high and low for someone to finally buy all of the junk that we've accumulated off of us, because we are overburdened at the moment. We're encumbered. And just so happens, we may have finally found such a place. However, it is a brothel. Of all places, it is a brothel. So, as for what exactly we could buy or sell with this person, let's check it out. Oh, I don't think we've seen perfume, flowers, various wines. I suppose that is perhaps somewhat fitting. But what we really want to do is be able to buy and sell weapons and armor, because those are things that actually weigh a bunch, and you are not willing to buy those things off of us. So that is a tad concerning, because that means it's going to be difficult for us to actually lower our weight here. So what you see in the top left corner there is that we have 203 weight out of 190, so we are overburdened, like I was saying before. So we could, however, sell some of our various rabbit pelts and other furs of various sorts, so that's probably something that we want to do right about now. That might be enough. Inventory management, the true endgame, exactly. So, yeah, you know, I think that is worth breaking down into parts. Mostly just looking to sell all of our heavy leathers, because I think those do have a fair bit of weight to them. Like, we have 24 of these goat hides. You can sell some of them, however, eventually we're going to make this person broke. That's the other thing, is they've now been reduced to 3 coins, right as we were about to become unencumbered. So, an unfortunate time for that to happen. There more that we can sell that you would actually be able to afford to buy off of us? Anything that we could, like, actually reduce our weight a bit with? Ideally? No? Maybe not? We can get rid of some vials. Lovely. Sure. Now, if we were to buy some of their goods, yes, that would allow them to restock a bit on coins and then buy some of our heavier items. So there's potentially something that we could do there. But I think for the most part, we have exhausted this avenue. However, we can also play wet went.